Hello everyone, this is Ponderon Weather coming at you with another video. In this update, we're going to be talking about Tropical Storm Iota forming with the Caribbean ready to explode into what looks to be a powerful hurricane by early next week. So before I do get started, if you do like weather-related content, please subscribe to my channel, as I will upload about 5 videos a week to keep you updated. And I do ask you to share this video with your friends and family that are going to be in the path of Iota. So we have a lot to talk about. Let's delve right into it. Here's the latest advisory from the National Hurricane Center. We have Tropical Storm Iota made a second landfall in Florida this morning as a 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm in Florida. And then we also have a Theta that's still out there in the middle of the Atlantic with no threat to land, but now our attention is diving down back into the Caribbean, and our immediate concern would be Iota forming. Right now, it has a 90% chance developing, so it's just kind of really getting its act together. I think it's basically kind of waiting for Eta to really kind of get out of the way so it can really start forming, and I'm kind of really concerned about this system later on down the road. So I'll kind of go over everything with you. Here is the latest update from Eta. We can see it's moving northeast at 13 miles an hour. It made landfall. It'll continue northeast as a tropical storm, very minimal tropical storm. And this will finally dissipate probably sometime on Sunday out in the middle of the Atlantic. And we can finally say goodbye to Eta, as we've been kind of talking about it for 2 weeks now over the course. Now, here's the latest satellite picture. So this is kind of give you a bigger picture what all's happening here. So here's Eta. You can see it. There's not much convection left. It dumped a lot of rain in Florida and especially into the Carolinas as well inland. There's Theta, but now our immediate concern is down here by the Caribbean. You can see it's been pretty crystal clear all the way down in the Caribbean, where they've kind of been tampered with Eta over the last 10 days, but they've been enjoying the sunshine, all week long in the Caribbean. But unfortunately, that is actually adding fuel to the fire. These dew points are 75, 78 degree dew points. This area is still very conducive for tropical storm development. If we kind of zoom in, you can see this tropical wave that we're the area of interest. Here's the U.S. Virgin Islands. There's Puerto Rico. Now we can start to see some of these heavier rain showers start to bubble up, and you can kind of see it. It's just kind of getting its act together. Out ahead of it, it's got crystal clear skies. They've been enjoying the sun. It's been very sunny in Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, all in Honduras and Nicaragua and Belize. And so they've been really enjoying some very nice weather. But I do think that's going to go downhill in a big way coming up later on in the weekend and especially early next week. So here's what we're looking at. What we're dealing with is already Invest 98L. This is the European model. This is the GFS. Now you can see the European model. It has been... it's been very inaccurate, unfortunately, all season long. It really can't see these things more than 5 days out. It has this as a minimal tropical storm making due west and making impact somewhere around Nicaragua and Honduras in a 5-day period from now. Just to kind of give you an example, when Eta was 5 days out, it had a minimal tropical storm right off the coast of about 998 millibar. Well, the reality was it was a 923 millibar. So it missed it big time. And now it's showing kind of the same thing with Iota staying as a tropical storm throughout the 5-day period. Now, we would like for that to happen, but here's another example of the GFS model. This takes it west, but a stronger system would deviate it more west-northwest as it gets trapped between these two high pressures over here, and there's going to be one developing up to the northwest. So this is signifying a stronger system would actually pull it a little bit further west-northwest and actually developing into a stronger system, if not a hurricane, and maybe beyond that. So here's the latest setup. I mean, this is what we're kind of dealing with the latest GFS model. This is the 200 millibar pattern. We as Ada gets out of the way, this is just setting the stage for Iota to move in and going into that environment that is just enjoy the sun all week long, but that is adding fuel to the fire because this environment has not really changed from where Iota was rapidly developing in. And now that Ada is out of the way, this will set the stage for Iota to tap into that same, dynamics, and I think really start to get its act together starting probably on Sunday. That's usually the trigger point where I do think it's going to start rapidly intensifying. Here's the latest GFS by Saturday night. It does have a minimal tropical storm just south of Jamaica, and then if we extend it just one more day, it's already dropped it down to a 972 millibar. So it starts to really get its act together. There's not much shear. It's got very warm water. I showed you, water temperatures. Yesterday, I showed you that not only water temperatures at the surface, but deep ocean water temperatures as well to work with. And so it's got a lot of fuel and a no shear environment. And there's really nothing to stop this thing from really ramping up in a big way. Now, here's the latest intensity model guidance, and this is what I'm really concerned about, guys. As this system propagates westward, it looks to be a tropical storm over the next 36 to 48 hours, pretty much by Saturday. Most of them have it as a minimal tropical storm. But here's by Sunday. Most of them have it going into a Category 1 hurricane. This ramps up in a big way. And by Tuesday, most of the models have it as a Category 3, if not a major hurricane by then. And if we take it a step further, by even into Wednesday, possibly Tuesday night into Wednesday, some of your more bullish models have, these are your hurricane models that have been very accurate at this season, takes it all the way up to a Category 4 and, even a Category 5 hurricane. So this is what I'm really concerned about as this system kind of really ramps up in a big way over the next 5 days. This is Thursday. So we're talking by possibly Tuesday, we could be dealing with a powerful hurricane in the Caribbean, unfortunately, again, and this has the potential, could even be stronger than Ada looked to be. So that is very concerning. Let me just show you the little bit the more conservative model. Here's the icon. Let me take it back. So here's the icon, which would take it up to a Category 2 hurricane. So let me just show you the kind of the middle of the road of the icon model. So here's on Friday. So by Thursday night, tonight, this is Thursday morning, by Thursday night, you can see some of the rain showers from that tropical wave start to creep back into Jamaica. So you're going to start seeing some more isolated showers and thunderstorms starting to creep back into the picture, starting tonight, and especially getting into tomorrow as this system kind of nears. Here's by Saturday morning, you can see this is just now developing into a tropical storm south of Jamaica, with some of the heavier rain bands starting to wrap around the center as it kind of gets its act together. Now here's by Sunday. So I'm going to take you frame by frame, day by day. This is Sunday morning. Still has a fairly minimal tropical storm just south of Jamaica as it's 1,000 millibar circulation as it's trying to get its act together. But I do think Sunday is the day that this really starts to ramp up in a big way. Here is by Monday morning. This drops it down to a 988 millibar, but you do notice the path, a little bit stronger system now that it would going into a little bit higher tropical storm, if not a minimal hurricane by then, would take it a little bit further. Instead of a due west track, it would take it a little bit west northwest track, as this would dump some of your heavier rain bands with the anticyclonic flow back into Jamaica, and as this propagates west-northwest. Now let's take it back another frame. Here's Tuesday morning. Now we're talking a very strong hurricane by then. And again, this is a little bit more of the conservative model. This drops it down to a 964 hurricane on Tuesday morning as your heavier rain bands start to approach Honduras and Nicaragua again, and start getting into the Cayman Islands, and it's dumping your heavier rain bands again into Jamaica. And then Wednesday, it even drops it down to a 950 millibar hurricane. So now we're talking on the cusp of a major hurricane, if not approaching a category 4 hurricane by then. And what's happening is it kind of gets blocked. Not only does it strengthen, but it actually slows down. So these are two unfortunate scenarios: a strengthening hurricane and it slows down in speed. Now, let me take you what's happening. It basically gets blocked. This is by Wednesday. It basically gets blocked between two high pressure systems. We got this very high pressure over Bermuda. This is the one that's going to steer it westward to begin with. And here, then later on in the period, starting on Monday, as we creep into Tuesday and especially into Wednesday, we have a very dominating high pressure over the United States. We got a very warm temperatures moving into the United States, 20 degrees above average temperatures. So it's an unusual pattern for the middle of November. And as this gets kind of sort of blocked in between two systems, you can see the steering patterns currents get very light and it kind of gets trapped. So we could be having a two-pronged approach of a very powerful hurricane strengthening, but also slowing down as well. Now let's take a look at the little bit more bullish model. This is your hurricane model. This is your HMON and the HWRF model that have been kind of incredibly accurate on wind speed just several days out. So this model actually takes it 5 days out, but this ramps it up even faster just by Monday. So today's Thursday. This is by Monday. We're talking we could be dealing with a 933 millibar powerful hurricane. 126 knots equates to about 145 mile per hour hurricane. So this could be a strong category 4 by just Monday. And if we take it out another frame, by Tuesday, this particular model of the hurricane model would take it all the way down to a 908 millibar hurricane. That would be a powerful 137 knots, equates to about roughly almost 160 mile per hour wind. So that would be a powerful category 5 hurricane if that were to come fruition. And this is a dangerous setup that we're looking at, could be potentially unfolding into the Caribbean just in over a 5-day period. So definitely don't let your guard down. If right now there's not a storm that's developed that is out there, because I do feel once Sunday happens, this could really ramp up in a big way. So I appreciate you guys watching. I will definitely keep you updated on this particular system over the next 5 days. So definitely check back with updates. I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to like this video. Be sure to comment below, and don't forget to share with your friends on social media to catch me in the next video where I protect you before and after the storm.